Then we have C. B also doesn't have any um, child, so we make C as one of his children. So now we move to the second uh, string. So it's now the fun thing comes how we are efficiently storing the strings. If we are normally storing the strings, or if even if all the strings are of length m, so as we discussed in the question, the complexity to search any string would be n into m, which is very much reduced in case of a tree because of that fact that the alphabet, English alphabet, or any kind of alphabet we are using to store the children is limited. For English, it is 26, A to Z. um, A to Z. And so how it is efficient? Now let me come to the second string. So A, B, A, C. From this string only we can see that A, B, it is a common prefix corresponding to the first string and the second string. A, B is common to both. The here, the answer is no, because we already have A, B here. The child, so it is C. So now we have stored two strings, and from this one only we can see that initially it was 7 characters, A, B, A, C and A, B, C. Here we are using only 5 characters. A and B are acting as characters for both the strings. For the third string, let's come here. The root does not have any C, so we come to C, C, then again A, then again B. So this is how the trees are used to efficiently store the strings. So now the original question comes up again to find if another string key, in this case say ABC, exists in the string or not. So here from from the trees we can do that in much less complexity compared to this. Um, so now let me ask you a question. So I have showed you the structure of the tree. Can you tell me that what is the what is the space complexity for each node? Each node has some children, has some children. So what will be the complexity of each node? Is it O of n, O of n square, O of m? What will be this? Anyone?
Number of characters in the character set.
Number of characters in the character set. So if you are using the English alphabet system, so it is O of 26.
Yeah.
So this is a much more efficient way. Uh, so let's come to here, the key thing. So let's search for ABC. So we start from the root, as we always do in case of any trees. We start from the root. We see that if it has any child starting with A or not. It has. Um, so it has. And then from A we see if it has any B or not. It has. From B it has C, so it has. So ABC is present here. So here the time complexity is reduced to a great extent. As we can see, we are not searching the entire array. We are only searching through the string itself. So if the length is m, we can see very clearly that the time complexity has been reduced to O of m from the initial O of n into m, which is a very great efficient way. Now there are very different ways of forming the nodes and forming how the trees are stored. So if we only do this, the node structure has only children, then there are some errors that we might face. So if, let's say, there is another key. Now we change the key as AB. Search if this string is present or not. So from what we explained just 2 seconds before, we start from the root. We have an A, we have an B. So we have AB. So does that mean we have this string AB present? Obviously, the answer is no. But that is a wrong approach then. So can anyone suggest some way that we can definitely say that the string is present and not any prefix? It's clearly that AB is a prefix over here, but it is not the entire string. So can we modify the node structure in some way that it is we can definitely say it is a string and not a prefix? Can anyone say that?
We can store some kind of an additional information like in a tuple where the word is ending. So if the word has ended at that node, we will say that it is a word at this point.
Exactly. So we can make a Boolean array say is end for each node, which is either true or false. For each node, we will, if the string ends over there, we can say that it is being the string is actually present there. Uh, and you can use bool over here, bool or string. If the array has some duplicates, then I would suggest you to not use bool, use some different forms, which we will come later why bool is not a very efficient way or not a very clever way, I would say. So can someone write the node structure of the tree using any struct if you are using C++ or using class in Python? Anyone do that in the chat box? I'm giving you 2 minutes to do that.
Like Roshan has asked one question that why
Yeah.
can't we use dictionary?
Uh,
Yes. So like
so
Roshan,
this is an open question to all.
yeah, why can't we use dictionary? It should be answered by you all. Like it's a very basic question. Like what will be the time complexity if we are using a dictionary or something? Yeah, that's one of the point that dictionaries does not guarantee constant time. The worst case complexity can go up to O of n, right? And also like when you are hashing such a long string, so means the probability of collisions will go up to a great extent. So it will be there will be many collisions and the time complexity will be almost O of
Almost O
n.
of n into m only.
Yeah,
So if you are
same
searching
thing.
for that, even if you're comparing the keys, so in a dictionary, you are actually, when, let's say, the dictionary D of 26, you check whether 26, this key is present in the dictionary or not. And it compares with all the, keys present in an efficient way, in a hashing way. But if you are doing it with strings, this uh, essentially becomes O of m only, because you have to actually compare the key. So that becomes O of n. And there are also a huge rate of collisions if you increase the number of strings. So dictionary is not an efficient way when you use strings. So strings in any language, in any programming language, strings are uh, should be seen as a different way. It is not a primitive data type. First of all, you have to understand that. So that's why whatever you do with integers, with even not with floats and doubles, that's all has also some precision points
Precision. Yeah.
differences. So whatever you do with integers, you cannot do with strings. You have to do with an efficient way. Whatever it is, like whatever you do in competitive programming, let's say the length of those is say, like at most it can be 10 to the power 18. Not even that, it's maximum 10 to the power 9. So 10 to the power 18, if it has 18 characters. But if you are doing with strings, the number of characters can be huge, 10 to the power 5 itself. So whenever you see
Like there is one
strings in
more
any
thing
problem, you have
that
to do it
I
in an efficient way. Yeah.
Yeah, like Roshan, just to ask that whether we count a dictionary or not. So let's say in this case, the time complexity will be same if there are no collisions. Like let's say there are no collisions, we take the average case and the time, the insertion and things are done in constant time. Okay. So let's say in this case the dictionary works. But let's say you are told to find that whether the string given to you is a prefix or not. So if you are told to find out whether this is a prefix or not, you can't use dictionary, right? Because dictionary will check for the exact same word. So for the prefix things, we have to use tries,
So
means
I've
for
given you
reducing the
5 minutes.
time
So
complexity.
has anyone come up with the node structure in C++ or Python or any
Yeah,
language of
like
your choice?
by node
Yeah,
structure, we
let's
want to
let's
say
say
that
that
what
the
are
node
the things that
struct
we need.
star. Yeah, yeah. Pool is end. Very good. Rhythm
Why
is
left
correct.
and right means
Okay, so Anushka, has she defined
Anushka, I
init?
think you are
So
defining the
yeah,
binary tree. Like we are
so how
telling
Oh
it
many
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
child?
yeah.
try.
How many child
So
can this one
children
have?
can be yeah, the length of the character set. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
children
Sorry.
should be 26, length of 26.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry for that.
And Deftanu has written struct try.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, this. Yeah, it's fine. Like also we don't need the value, right? Oh no, we need the value. Yeah, Deftanu, you missed one thing, the value of the node. Like for the first node, like
No,
A
it's
and C are
we
there.
don't need the values because we are from the children we are it's very
Like
much
also like we can use the index also if we are not storing the value. By
what have
index we
you
can do.
say number yeah, that would work actually.
Yeah, by index also we can do if we are not using the value. Like on a general note, the try is a very important data structure because there are very limited number of questions for this. Like there are only 3 to 4 types of questions that can be solved by try. So in case if you get a interview question from try, it will be from this 3 or 4 kinds only. So there is a high chance that you do good in that question.
And this year Google has actually preferred this question. I have seen many interview
Yeah.
questions
Like some of the
relating to
fourth
try.
years who gave Google interview this year, also Microsoft, also some of the even who are interns and were converting to PPOs. One of them was asked about tries, like how they are implemented in real life.
Okay, so in essentially three main things that we do in tries is insertion, search, and
Searching,
deletion.
yeah.
And so let's write how this things works. Let's come up with a pseudocode type thing. Yeah. So let's say insertion. So what are the two things that we need here? We need the root and the string, obviously, which we are inserting. So struct tree, I'm not writing that, root, and the string, which is, let's say it is key. So first, let's have a current node. I'm not writing the data types, it's just a waste of time. You can just understand. Yeah. So we run a loop from this root. We have to add all the characters of key if it is not already present there. So in each in each node there are 26 children. The number of characters in the character set. So we start from say for I equals to 0 to the length of key. Now the index. So if we are using an array, so whenever it is something to with characters or something, we can use arrays, or else if we are using Python, you can use dictionary as well in this case. But since it is only 26, it is a constant space, so you don't have to use dictionaries, and additional time complexity can happen.
Hello. Okay, anyway, so let me continue if he's having problems. He was saying that, okay, just let me present. So is the dog visible? Hello,
Yes, it's
anyone? So just Sonak was telling that how we are inserting in the try. Okay, so let's say we have a function called insert, and we are given a word that we have to insert. Okay, so first we start with the root. So root is basically a dummy node which has nothing in it. So we first start with the root, and we start traversing through the word. Let's say the word is named as S, and we start traversing through the string. So the ith character in S will be SI. So we find the index of the ith character of S. So we find the ASCII value and we subtract 65 if it's capital or 97 if it's lowercase. So we find out the index or the ASCII value. And just as Sonak was telling, the nodes will have this structure. So the class node and it will have data structures like this. There will be a value. We don't need a value also. It will be either a value that whether the word ends at this character or not. So self dot children will be none into 26. So it means that currently there are no children of this node. And it has no children, and all the 26 children of it are empty or null. Okay, and another thing will be whether uh, any word ends at this character or not. So it will be self is end of word, and the value that has been passed uh, will be here stored here. Like sorry, it will be false. Like when we are initializing, no word uh, ends at this point. Okay. So now we come back to the insert function. We check, we get the index of the ith character of S. So ORDSI gives you the ASCII value of the ith character, and we subtract 65 since it is a, we are considering here it as a uppercase character. We then check that whether uh, uh, start dot children is present or not, is not none. If it's not none or empty, then it is present here. We traverse to that child of that node. So start is updated as start dot children ind. So means we go to that children of means if the ith character is a, so ind will be 0, right? Capital A. So ind will be 0. So we go to the first 0th index child of the current start. Okay. So another case that can be that the current child is not present. So that means that start dot children is none, means there currently there is no child of the present node in that index. So in this case, we make a node, we make a separate node. So we make a node now that start equals a new node. If Sonak is back, hello, yes Sonak,
yes, yes.
then you can
Insert
continue.
insert
Acha, acha, okay. So we create a new node here. So we create a new node uh, with the with node, let the value be 0 because there is no means work of it currently, and we we take means we update start to that node. Okay, and when this is ending, when the word is ending, we update, means we update this is end of word to true. So if I is length of s minus 1, we update start dot is end of word equals to true. Okay. So any questions here? Hello. Hello.
I have a question that if ABC and ABCD both are present, then for both C and D, the end of
Yeah,
word
yeah.
will be
Both
true.
will have end of word as this. So this is like it will be. Yes, both C and D will have true in this. We can ignore this also, right? Because we are not using val. So in advanced programs we will use val. Let's suppose we have to store something, then we use val. So here nodes we don't need any value or something. So any doubt or confusion in insertion into a try. So none, those who are not Python coders, so none generally means null. Okay, none represents as null, means empty. Nothing is there. Any questions, or we can go to search. Can you summarize once more the code? Okay. So let's say we are starting from the root. So So we are starting from the root and then we are iterating through the string s. So we are taking the ASCII value of the ith character of s, and we are checking which index will it be present in. So for example, for convention, we are taking that if the character is a, it will be present in the 0th child. If it's b, it will be present in the first child. If it's C, it will be present in the second child and so on. So Z will be present in the 25th child. Okay. So we are finding the index which the ith character will be present in. So after we are finding out the index, we are checking that whether that children of the current node we are in. So we are currently in start. We are checking that whether start has a children at that index ind. So if it has, we simply go to that child and we iterate through. So if that child, sorry, this will be ind. So if that child is not empty or null, we update start to that child. Otherwise, if that child is empty, we create a new node in that child. We are creating a new node here, and we update start to that child. Okay. So and when we are at the last character, so for example, if the word is a b c d, when we are at this character d, so at d it should, the end of word should be true, right? So when we are the at the last character, we are updating the end of word of start as true. Okay. Any other questions? Any more questions? Or else we can go to search. I hope no other questions are there, so we can move to search. So again in search, we initialize with root, and we, let's say we have to search s. Okay. So we initialize the start node as root. We again go through the key that we have to find. So the key is s here. So for I in range, len s. So we find out the index at which the ith character should be present. So ord, for those who don't use Python, again ord gives us the ASCII value. Okay, ASCII value of the ith character of s. So ord si minus 65, since we are using uppercase. So if there is a child at index ind of the current node, which is start, so there is a word. So we continue. So if start dot children ing is not none. So it means that there is a character in this index of the children of start. So we continue. Otherwise, if there doesn't exist any children at this index ind, uh, so that means that there is no word or string with the ith character of s. So if there is no word or string with the ith character of s, I means the key s will not be present in the whole array. So we return false here. Also, like if it's present, we update start. So when we are done iterating through this, so we have found all the characters here. So if S is like A, B, C, D, so A, B, C, D, so there is a word with A, B, C, D in the array. Okay, so till now is this clear? So if uh, the IND index of start is not none, so it ensures that there is ABCD in the array of strings. Okay, so till now is this clear, or this is going above the head? It's clear. So now what we have to check that whether there is a word ending at D or not. So if there is a word ending at D, we will return true. Otherwise, we will return false. So we check that whether start dot is end of word equal true. Then we return true. Otherwise, we return false. Is this clear? Like here we are searching that whether key S is present in the array or not.
What kind of flag do you want to use? For what reason you want to use the flag?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
Now, Shayok is asking, can't we use something like flag? What
So
type of flag? Like in
can you speak up just a bit? Like instead of messaging, can you speak up?
Like to avoid the start is end of word equal to true, can't we use flag like if start dot children int is not none, then flag equal to 1, or else in else part flag
No,
equal to
like
0.
why you have to use this? So there can be a string like this A, B, C, D, E in the array. So if A, B, C, D, E are present in the array and we have to search A, B, C, D in the as a key, so there will be a means this part will be true, right, for this key because this is present in the array, right?
Yes.
But the word is not ending at D. So for that reason, we are checking that whether there is a word ending at the last character of the key, that is D in this case. So if there is a word ending, so we return true, otherwise we return false. So if you have understood this, so what minor change we have to make here so that we can change the question from this to this, whether S is a prefix of the strings present or not. Anyone? So what changes we have to make so that we can check that whether s is a prefix of the strings present or not?
After the
Hello.
loop, we will check it is false.
If it's false, this one.
Yes.
So this works. Sure.
Yes, I think so.
So okay, like let's say s is a b c d, and the array given to you is this a b c d, and the other string is e f g. So in this case, the answer should be true
Why true?
because a b c d is a prefix of a b c d. A string is a prefix of itself.
Okay, then in that case, we will give no conditions outside the loop.
Yeah, exactly. If we just remove this and we return true
True
directly. If
outside.
we are searching for the prefix, we directly return true because our prefix doesn't have to end at that character, at that index rather.
If we are reaching at that node only, that prefix is already present there.
Yeah,
So we don't have to give any
check for
condition there.
that whether the word is ending or not. If we are checking for the exact string, then we have to ensure that the word is ending at that character or not. So is this clear? Or I can explain once more if it's not clear. Everyone understood? That's nice. Once more, please. Which part? Subrajit, which part?
The last condition, the end of word.
Okay. This one, right? Like why we are removing.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So first, when this was here, we were finding that whether S is present in the array or not. Okay. So if let's say the string given to us is ABCD, so to check whether S is present in the array or not, we have to check that whether there is a word ending at this character or not, whether there is a word ending with D, right? Hello.
Yes.
So that's what I am checking, that whether there is a word ending with character D. Sorry, this should be true. I forgot to change this. This should be true. So if there is a word ending with D in the array, then S is present in the array, right?
Yes.
Is this clear or once second?
Yes, it is clear. It is clear.
Okay, so that's why I am giving this condition. So next I am saying that whether S is a prefix of the strings present in the S is a prefix of the strings present in the array or not. Okay, so S should be a prefix of the string that are present in the array. So if S is A, B, C, D, so and the array contains, like, let's say strings like A, B, C, D, E, and then A, B, D, F. So S is a prefix of this string, right?
Yes.
So it should return true.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
So like in this case,
So we don't have to check whether it is the end of the word or not.
here we don't have to check that whether the word is ending at D or not. We don't care actually if it's ending or not. So we directly return true, removing all this. If you are checking for the prefix one. Okay, so any other questions? Otherwise, we can if S is ABCD and ARR is ABCD, so is S no, like prefix is something which is present at the beginning of the string. So prefix should be present at the beginning of a string, the whole S. So whole S is not present in ABCD. What if the string is in the middle
No,
of
no, no.
no, it is not
It
working,
only
right?
should start.
We
It
are
should have start.
yeah, prefix. We are checking from the start, right here. Check this. We are checking from the start of the string, of the key rather. So if it's clear, then we can then end, or next day we can
Delete.
discuss about binary try. Like there are some
Delete the.
XOR problems about acha, deletion. Okay, deletion we can do next day. I think that would be too much. Like next day we can
Yeah,
have
it's been 1
deletion
hour.
and binary tree. That are the two topics left.
Acha, when are your exams ending? Then we have to do it after December.
Yeah,
You know, we
after
have to
the
do it in
exams.
January.
When are
Ending
the
on 24th. And
and
SEM
when?
is from 16th to 24th.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
we will do it in January.
Okay, we
Acha,
will do in
who
after
three we are
January.
taking for that? Simit, Anushka, and who? Subhrojit was there.
Yes.
The
No,
three people we were taking.
Subrajit was not there.
Rajesh probably.
Yeah, Rajesh was
Acha.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then if you have any more questions, please ask that related to trees or any programming as such. You can ask here or we can end it here.
Or else I shared a GFG link, so there also you can go and see if you have
Yeah, everything
not.
is available on
Yeah,
GFG.
yeah, like for reference.
Yeah.
I think nobody has any more questions. So yeah, you can start leaving. Overall time complexity is O of n, and space is
Yeah, the space complexity is
Space is
26
n
into n
into
into m.
yeah, space is 26 into n into m, where m is the length of the strings.
Yeah, we forgot to say that.
Okay. Okay, so I am leaving. So I think nobody has any more questions.